I have heard you and other financial advisors say this, but is there really a way to have a tax-free retirement, or is that just a gimmick?
All right. Well, it depends on what type of tax you're talking about. So to be 100% really tax-free in life is very, very hard to do. But primarily what you're hearing us say is talking about income tax. Now, we also sometimes would like you to get rid of your property tax, and there is a way to do that here in the state of Nebraska, not in all states, based on how much income you show. Again, not a lot of people will qualify for that exemption, but primarily what we're talking about is income tax-free, and the answer is absolutely yes. We're able to get approximately 40% of our clients to that mark where they can literally be at a 0% income tax liability under current law. Again, laws can change, but you need to understand is when you're retired, most people are going to take income from the accounts they've saved up their whole life. And the problem is about 90 cents of every dollar the average American has saved for retirement is in a tax-deferred account. They have never paid tax on the deposits in there or the growth or the gains in those accounts. So when you take it out, you don't pay tax on the gains like you would just a regular outside account capital gains. You pay income tax on every dollar, the gain and the contribution. So it's the highest tax most people, unfortunately, are forced to pay. So when we talk about can we get you tax-free, the answer is yes. We show you how to legally move money from one tax bucket, as I call them, to a better tax bucket. There's tax advantage, there's tax-free, and there's tax-deferred, right? You have three different kind of buckets of money, if you will. And what we do is we show you how to move the dollar. So the answer is yes. And why it's so critical, Chip, is because a lot of people don't realize it's not just the income tax then, because then when you're on Social Security, again, we could see changes coming. The current incoming president has promised to get rid of tax on Social Security, but we sit here today, Social Security is up to 85% of your Social Security is taxable for the majority of retirees, and that's because if you have other taxable income. However, if you only had tax-free income, such as Roth distributions, your Social Security could be tax-free without any changes in the law. On top of that, when you go on Medicare, if you have too much taxable income, a la big IRAs, we always call it a success tax. People walk in with $1 million to $3 million in their IRA, they don't have no idea how big the required minimum distribution is going to be in their 70s. And not only do they pay income tax on it, now they pay a penalty tax for Medicare Part B and a penalty tax for Medicare Part D. And oh, by the way, if you're married, it doesn't matter if it's only your IRA, your wife or spouse or significant other pays those two taxes. So we talk about all the time, you could pay 8 different taxes on one IRA distribution. So it's not a gimmick, but you have to do the math and have to do the work.
Well, and I keep thinking of your mantra, you don't know what you don't know.
I mean, it's amazing.
We're not cheating, but let's not leave on the table anything we don't have to.
No, you don't need tax loopholes. You don't need to do anything that's going to get you in trouble. You need to understand the tax code has 1,700 incentives written in it currently for you to pay less tax. Otherwise, we would just have a flat tax, which I'd be all in favor of, but I don't see that in our future.
Until then, come visit with us and make sure that you're getting every advantage possible.